good, man? What's good? What's up, everybody? Yeah. What's up? What's happening? What's good, man? How's everybody doing? Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy fucking Monday, man. How's everybody doing? Yes, sirski. Yeah. I can feel it. What's good? Oh, this song is so good. What's good, man? Welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. We're gonna cut to the chase, man. If you notice, I sound like complete shit. I think I sound worse than I did on Friday. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So we'll try to see how long my voice will let me go live. Just keep it a buck. We're going to see how long my voice will let me go live. I don't know what's going on, honestly, Ben. I don't feel terrible. I don't feel sick, per se, but I sound like shit. So, we'll see how this goes. We'll see just how this goes. But thank you, man. Thank you guys for coming in and joining me, as always. I appreciate y'all so much hanging out with me. How's everybody's weekend? Fuck do we do? What did we do? We didn't really do anything over the weekend. Picked the homie up from the airport last night. We didn't really do shit. Just clean up, getting ready for New Year's. Yeah, we didn't really do much. We were just kind of kicking it. I was losing my voice, playing some zombies with my girl, her sister, and my brother. We were just kicking it. It was fun. But thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for coming in, as always. I appreciate y'all. Before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. It really helps the channel out. We're trying to take this to the moon, as you already know. But we'll get into that. Low key, I'm like really out of it. I'm like on no sleep. The recovery thing on my watch said 53% out of 100 this morning. Still ran. Yeah, we're trying to get into it. We're trying to get to it, man. We're trying to do it. But and then I got my doctor's appointment in a couple days, so hopefully they'll get me straightened out. But thank you guys, man. But let's get this shit started. Welcome to another episode of the Jayson Estrera Show, where we talk about basketball, sports, and any other topic that comes our way as accurate as possible. Now today, if you didn't read the title, right? If you didn't see the image, you might not know what's going on. But if you did see the image and the title, it was obviously the Najee Marshall versus Yusuf Nurkic little scuffle that happened. That happened a couple days ago. And then we also got the Tyler Hero versus Amen Thompson that happened just last night, I think. Or the night before. But yeah, these hands are rated E for everyone. So we're going to be talking about the NBA fights. What does it mean for the league? Some implications, yada, yada, yada. We'll get all into that stuff. We'll also be talking about the MVP race. Is there a shift in it? And then we'll talk a little bit about the D'Angelo Russell trade. And then we'll probably get up on out of here after that. We'll keep it a little bit short today. My voice is straining, so let's get right into the shits, man. Let's get right into it. We'll start with let's start here because it's fresh. It's so fresh. Let's start right here, actually. Yep. Yes, sirski. All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this.
Hero and Amen Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches. And now frustration's boiling over. And both teams red hot. Amen Thompson and Tyler Hero went after one another.
Yeah.
Frustration is right. That is 100% frustration. Greg Blake talked earlier And then Thompson locked up.
And Ime Udoka was just ejected.
Can we get like the slow motion of this shit?
Bottom. He's walking with Hero. Not sure who says what. He's going to match up here. Let's see what happens. He bumps him, a little bump back, little pull, lock up. That's natural.
Damn.
Tosses him and then
tossed his shit.
Rozier got on top of Thompson.
And so, you know, let's go from that. Let's see what Tyler Hero had to say about this little incident.
I guess that's what happens when someone's scoring, throwing dimes, doing the whole thing. So I get mad too.
It's a fine line.
And Tyler Hero, an asshole. Talking shit after that whole situation. But, I mean, truthfully, right? Truthfully, there was some bad calls in that fourth quarter. That's where some of the frustration was coming from. Tyler Hero was also just cooking. But deeper than that, right? When the incident took place, when they got into the little scuffle, it's a 5-point game. 99-94. Granted, 35.7 seconds left. It's not a ton of time. Miami's getting the ball. Probably going to be a foul. Probably turn into a 7-point game. Yada, yada, yada. But to take your team out of a position to potentially win the game. Right? And if you really look at what actually happened, right? Tyler Hero is just trying to get into his position. Amen Thompson obviously is being physical, which is totally fine, right? There was nothing extra in that. From Tyler Hero's perspective, there was nothing extra in it, right? Amen Thompson was already grabbing his jersey before he even turned around, when he was just trying to get around him. And so, if I'm his teammate, I'm glad that you're fired up. I'm glad that you give a fuck. I'm glad that this means something to him, right? But you need to be more you have to be under control in that situation. Right? You have to be under control in that situation with an opportunity to potentially win the game. Right? Your objective should be to get Tyler Hero out of his, to have him act out of character and do some crazy shit. Not for you. And, shout out to Terry Rozier, right? Shout out to Terry Rozier and Jalen Green. Because sticking up for your teammate goes a really long way. Right? And Terry Rozier said he just reaction, right? This is my boy, I gotta take him down. And he wasn't trying to necessarily fight, he was just trying to get him down. And so I like the way that Terry Rozier and even Jalen Green handled the situation, trying to stick up for their teammates, because like I said, it goes a very long way. And then you love seeing what you love to see in this situation right here is Sengun. Right? Sengun is over here. It looks aggressive. Sengun is in the middle of everything, but he really is kind of the peacemaker in this situation. Because if somebody try to pass that little 50-yard line that he's creating, he's not going to take nobody out. He's just going to move you back. And, when it comes to, and this is the other part too, right? Your enforcers cannot be your guards. It just can't happen like that. It can't work out like that where your guards are the ones that are getting into scuffles, sticking up for their teammates. It's got to be your bigs. It's got to be your bigs. Bam was just kind of chilling. Dylan Brooks, who's the quote-unquote bad guy, chilling. Like, where the fuck are you guys at? Y'all should have been in the middle of all this shit. Excuse me. But instead, we had Terry Rozier and, like I said, Jalen Green in the middle of it. And the Rockets have been a pleasant surprise, right? They're third right now in the Western Conference. Third. They are 21-11 with one of the best defenses in the league. So, my message to Amen Thompson is we have to be able to hang our hat on defense. You can't allow yourself to get to that point. And hey, he threw Tyler Hero like he was a fucking kid. Like he threw him like he was a kid. That's why I get why Tyler Hero was responding, because hey man, like I get it, y'all won, you was doing your thing, but he threw you like you a ragdoll. Like you got ragdolled, and it's okay. It happens. But, you know, for Thompson, he needs to be able to redirect that, or you got to force him to get out of character while you are just chilling. That's the most ideal situation in that, right? And so, I mean, also you just kind of love to see an NBA fight, right? Now, speaking of which, let's get into this one right here too. Let's take a look at what happened between Najee Marshall and Yusuf Nurkic just a couple days ago as well. Let's take a look at this.
The first Dallas turnover here in the third quarter.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
There's another one.
Yeah, two offensive fouls on Nurkic. He got his left arm up high against Gafford. Oh, my goodness. Najee Marshall and Yusuf Nurkic, there probably are going to be ejections. There might be a suspension moving forward.
Nah, Nurkic. Nah, Nurk. Nah, Nurk. Nah, buddy.
Najee Marshall came to the Mavs. One of the things that people with the New Orleans Pelicans said, that if you need someone to take up for his teammates, Najee Marshall is going to do that. No questions asked. You do love to see that.
Oh, Nurkic. Play is under review for a player altercation.
This is the offensive foul.
Definitely got the elbow up high, so right call there. Oh, a slap here.
Then a punch.
And a punch.
And the unfortunate thing is that, I mean, it's in the rule book.
So, and here's the thing about Nurkic, right? Here's the thing about Nurk. He's known for this shit, right? He's always throwing his weight around. He slapped him first. He shouldered the guy and then slapped Najee Marshall, and then was slow to get up, which was confusing to me because you started all of this. Don't punk out now. You're the one always knocking people. Yo, have you ever played with a guy like that? Or against a guy where it's just fucking you gotta watch out because every movement is so big. They throwing their weight in. It's like, chill the fuck out, man. Like you gotta chill the fuck out. Because we playing back. I get it. You trying to be the big old bully in town, but don't do the slow walk up, holding your nose when somebody swing at you. No, sir. No, you can't have it both ways. You can't be the tough guy initiating and then also be the guy playing victim. That's just not how it works. That is just not how it works. And honestly, if we're being honest about Nurkic, right? He's kind of been a detriment to this team. he's kind of been the guy that's holding them back from, I think, having a more dynamic, explosive offense with all of the scoring that they have, because he's this old school big that just isn't a super efficient paint scorer. So it makes it hard for the rest of the guys around him. And, you know, for Marshall right there, like, you got to love having a teammate that'll stick up for you. And they were talking about his reputation around the league, which is, it is what it is, right? You need players like that. And Nurkic is supposed to be that guy for the Suns, but that can't happen. He looked a little soft in that situation. I'm not even going to lie to you. He looked a little bit soft in that situation. And we are right before our eyes, right? We are now getting the NBA that we have all been asking for years. Right? For years, we were talking about the defense needs to be better. Guys got to start caring. There's no more fights. The physicality. Guess what? All 4 of those things are getting checked off on the checklist this year. This year, the brand of basketball has been as physical as it's been in recent memory. Defense has been a high priority for a number of teams. And everybody's joking with the ratings and the fighting, but no, it really does. It really does help, unfortunately. It draws eyes and it draws attention to the NBA. And like I said, it's exactly what people have been asking for. And honestly, people are still going to keep people are still going to keep whining and complaining about all of these things in the NBA, even with some of these things coming back, some old school basketball stuff that's coming back. And I appreciate it, right? I really do, because all the times people said players don't care, players clearly care, right? Players are playing defense. We're having a variety of different styles of basketball players. This season has been really great so far. I'm not even going to lie to you. Even with the 3-point shot and all the other things, I think this season has been great. Like honestly great. Because there's parity, there's narratives, there's storyline, there's so many positive things aside from just the 3-point shooting. Right? We could, excluding that, there's a lot of positive things in the NBA. And, people are joking with the ratings, but clearly these guys are listening. And clearly they want a shift to happen too. And I think a shift has been happening, like we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, right? So, yeah, man, I don't know. The NBA is turning into the UFC. We obviously don't want to see a brawl like, the Malice in the Palace, or with Melo and the Nuggets against the Knicks back in the day. Like, we don't want to see stuff like that. But there comes a point, right, where it's kind of like in baseball. Like, the bench has got to clear. Like, the bench has got to clear. Even if it's for show. Even if it's just a motherfucker. Like, you got to fake the funk sometimes. We know nobody going to fight. We know at the end of the day, no one is actually going to fight. But to give the perception that it might happen because guys really care about this adds a lot of value to the game. Because I've said this before. It's going to be hard to make fans care about the game if the players don't care. How are you going to get us to give a fuck about the game if you don't give a fuck? And that's why this is valuable, because we don't get to see their practices. We don't get to see their training. We don't get to see their film room. We don't see them at night watching games. That's why it's so easy for fans to think that these players don't care. Right. And the reality is these little moments like this kind of show you that players do care. It's a tangible thing that we can see, aside from the fact that it's going viral, it's generating a ton of views and a ton of interaction with people, which is also super valuable for the NBA. Can't care if players don't. No, that's facts. That's facts, bro. That's facts. That's facts. But I do think it goes a long way, because this wasn't the only one. There was let me see if I can pull up the Russell Westbrook, Isaiah Stewart. Let me see if I can find this one. And you already know what type of time Russell Westbrook be on. He is on go 24/7. And he was someone that, for the amount of shit that Russell Westbrook has gotten, right? For the amount of shit that he's gotten, you'll never hear someone question whether or not Russell Westbrook cares about the game. Right? So let's take a look at this.
Very good defensive player.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Isaiah.
Upset here. So it's hard to, he got him because he could play defense. Remember, and he's moving, and that's not a good charge call.
That's a shit call, by the way.
Challenge. The challenge.
Where's
Cunningham's gonna count.
Where is it?
Probably would have won.
I think he gets a tech right here, some shit.
Look out.
Yeah.
And Westbrook.
Yeah.
Cunningham's gonna try to.
And so, like it goes a long way. It adds value to the game that I think people I don't want to underestimate, because like I said, in this day and age where people are questioning whether players care, they're hard, do they care, all of these things get put into question. This gives us something tangible that we could see and be like, oh, they actually do care. Oh, like this isn't just a check for them. This gets them fired up, right? Aside from just the entertainment factor in it, right? Who doesn't like seeing two guys scrap? Like, it just, that's why there's boxing, UFC. That's why combat sports is such a massive thing, right? You could be going to any event. It don't matter what it is. If a fight breaks out on the side of the street, you're going to stop and look at it for a little bit. This is what it is, right? But like I said, I think it does add a ton of value to the game. And I'm not saying everyone needs to go fight every fucking week. But you got to, one, stand up for yourself. And two, you got to stand up for your teammates. Right? And, you know, in the situation with Amen Thompson on the Rockets, it's like, if you getting your ass beat, like, that's one way to try to handle it. Throw the motherfucker down that's been beating y'all ass. But let's move right along. Let's go into something a little bit more positive. Y'all seen the Steph Curry shot? This shit was insane. Let's take a look at this shit.
Final 3 seconds. Steph.
Golly. Oh my God.
That should count for more than 2 points.
Oh my God. God, this dude is unreal. Unreal, bro. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. This guy's a glitch. He's a fucking glitch in the system. He's an absolute glitch in the system. Yeah, it truly is. It's truly a glitch. But let's move right along. This is really straining my voice. I'm not even gonna lie. To you guys. This is actually really straining my voice. But we'll get into the MVP. We'll get into Steph has aimbot. He really do. Hey, hey, don't even get me started, dog. Cause I ran into a motherfucker in Call of Duty the other day, aimbotting his ass. It was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad. Now, the MVP race, right? And it hasn't been a topic in the last couple of weeks, and it kind of makes sense because, you know, we obviously had the Emirates Cup that eliminated one of the MVP candidates, and one didn't even make it into the tournament. So, in my mind right now, the MVP race is a two-man race. And that is obviously Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Excuse me. Now, I personally believe that Shai has now taken over the number one spot of the MVP race. They're like 11-0, right? In their last 11 games or something like that. Just on a tear as a team, right? They're number one in the West. What are they? Second in the standings. Cleveland is still on fire, 27-4. And then obviously Boston has lost a couple games, right? But for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Shai has not only been carrying this team, but the way that he leads, I don't think he gets enough credit for being a very solid defender. I don't think he gets enough credit for that. And his ability to just be so efficient, I think, really gets overlooked as well, too. And why that's so important, right? It's so important because when you're a high scoring player like him, right? He's taking 20 shots a night. 20 shots is not, it's not like he's not taking a lot of shots. It's still a lot. But when you're taking 20 shots and you're as efficient as he is, it allows the other players around you to go and get their buckets too. Like, that's the part that's super important, right? He allows Jalen Williams to go and get his buckets. You know, when Chet Holmgren, he was able to get his scores there when he was playing. Him being so efficient gives everyone room to still work. Because you know, I mean, there's going to be nights where he's going to take his 25 to 30 shots. But those nights are far and few because he can get to his 30 points in such in very little shot attempts. And to continue doing what he's been doing, right? Because Mr. My whole life is consistent. You don't like him either? Is it him and James Harden? But the thing about him that I really appreciate so much, right, is I feel like he doesn't get caught up in all of this nonsense. Meaning, if he sees like the way the landscape of the game has been going the last couple of years, he could very easily try to hog the ball some more so he can get a couple extra assists, try to get a couple extra rebounds. But, and I've said this before, right? There's value in allowing your teammates to do their job. He cool. Because the thing in the NBA is this, right? And Canadian. and people forget this, right? Some players get paid to rebound. Some players get paid to get an assist. That bar is funny. Yeah, and you know what's the funniest thing about when he said that is like his whole team just went crazy. They all started going nuts in the back. He practiced. I'm pretty sure he practices all of it in the mirror. I'm pretty sure he one of those. He definitely gets his fits laid out on the bed the night before, like he going to school on the first day. He definitely one of those. He ironed his sweatshirts. He ironed his crew necks and hoodies. Like, he one of those. But like I said, it's great to have a Jokic or a Luka or a LeBron, right? A Russell Westbrook, a player that could do everything. But we forget that there's 11 other players on the roster that want to feel a part of this, that want to feel like they're doing something, that they're adding to the game, that they're adding to the victories. It's one thing for them to give them credit and say the PC shit about, oh, this is a team effort, da-da-da-da-da. And then you look at the stat sheet, motherfucker got 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 13 assists. And I'm sure most people would see 35, 15, and 13 and be like, oh my God, that was an unbelievable game. I look at it and I say, who the fuck did anything else on the team? Because you're not leaving a lot of rebounds for somebody to go get. You're not letting somebody go and create and get some assists, which at the end of the day, that's how players get paid. If you're not a superstar in the league, the way you get paid is by getting your 8 to 10 rebounds, 6 to 8 assists. Every time a star player gets these unbelievable numbers and you get closer to 7 rebounds, it hurts your pockets. If you're a 7 to 8 assist guy and you're closer to 4 or 5 because this other guy is doing it, guess what? It hurts your pockets. So it don't matter how many times your teammates like, oh my God, I love you, you're the best, da-da-da. Motherfucker, let me get a rebound. Because those +2 rebounds a game that are getting taken away from me, I'm losing $20 million on my contract. That's why I think it's so valuable to have a guy in Shea that understands, all right, I'm going to get my 30 because I'm the primary scorer. I'm going to get some assists. I'm going to get some rebounds. But this is a real team effort. And that's why his teammates are such a part of it, because not only does he make them feel like it, no, they actually get to do shit on the court, not just saying it. And so somebody will look at his numbers like, oh, well, he's not averaging what Jokic is averaging. No, I think it's great. Personally, I think it's great that other people on his team get to shine, because they can't outscore him no matter what the fuck they do. Oh, but they can get more rebounds. They can play defense. They can get some assists. It goes a really long way when it comes to actually having a team. And that's why I think currently... What happened? He practiced that. It's like when you talk to a cold group of girls with your group of friends. Russ can even keep Isaiah Stewart in check. Eli, what's up, bro? You just talk to yourself? Yo, what the fuck did I just read? But, Shea is my MVP right now. To be the number 1 guy on the scouting report from last year and then going into this year, and to still perform the way that he's performing, having massive nights. Honestly, I think his game has gotten even better. I honestly think he's improving still. Them as a team has improved. And, I'm not going to take anything away from Jokic, right? Because obviously his numbers are, this shit makes no sense. Like his, like his numbers just genuinely don't make sense. But all of those points, assists, and rebounds are good for 7th in the West. And that's not to say that his numbers aren't unbelievable, but he needs to put those numbers up. And it's barely getting them to pass through, and it's barely getting them above ground. So at some point, I have to be able to value this other guy's numbers and the way it's impacting winning. Granted, like, you know, we can have this debate of, wins, you know, individuality versus wins, but Shea is doing his thing, putting up unbelievable numbers and leading this team again to the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. And I don't think you could take anything away from that. So, you know, this is not, Shea to me takes over the MVP voting, not because of anything that Jokic is or isn't doing. I'm not trying to take anything away from what Jokic is doing. I just want to raise up how unbelievable Shea has been. And like I said, I think there is value in just not being a triple-double guy, because there are another 11 players on that team that have to go and get numbers and stats and at the end of the day get contracts. Right? He's adding value to them in a weird way by not being the ball dominant, high usage rate guy averaging 31, 9, and 8. It just is what it is. Right? And, you know, for Shea, 31, 5.6, and 6.2 is nothing that's nothing to fucking laugh at. That's unbelievable with high efficiency. Right? On the best team in the West. So you got to give a lot of kudos to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the season that he's having. I think he's currently the MVP front runner, and they're on their way to be the number 1 seed in the West again. But we'll see what happens moving forward. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all though. My voice is fucking checking me out. I'm straightening my shit, so that's gonna do it for me for now. This is not the way this is not the way I wanted to end the New Year's, but it is what it is. You take it what you can. We're gonna cut it a little bit short today. That's gonna do it for me for now. I won't be live New Year's Day. So I will see y'all at the end of the week on Friday. Hopefully my doctor get me right. But if not, we'll see what happens on Friday, man. But I appreciate y'all as always. Y'all are the best. This year has been unbelievable. I hope y'all have had a great year so far. Next year, it's yours for the taking. It's yours for the taking. Elijah, go do your shit, because I know you on your path. I know you killing it. But Happy New Year to everybody. Merry Christmas, man. Happy New Year. I hope y'all have an unbelievable New Year's Eve. Don't get too drunk. Or don't listen to me and get fucking hammered. That's all up to you. But thank you guys as always. This is always a pleasure. I really fucking appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. But that's going to do it for me for now. Before I get out of here, please like, comment, and subscribe. All that good shit. It really helps the channel out. Trying to take this to the moon, y'all. See you next year. I love that joke. That joke will never get old. That joke will never get old. But thank you guys so much, man. As always, y'all could have been anywhere on the internet, but y'all were here with me, and I appreciate you for that, man. Elijah, you could have been literally anywhere, but honestly, you literally physically could have been anywhere, because you over here flying and shit. You physically could have been anywhere. But I appreciate y'all so much. Happy 25. Happy New Year. Y'all are the best. I'll see y'all on Friday, man. Peace, 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 peace. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one, man.